can be said that plant lovers of the North have a sixth sense. It compels them to go where the plants grow. And whenever we call those destinations a refuge, an oasis, they replenish us. They wake us up, fill us with ideas and inspiration. They are special places. Welcome back to Twilla and Jillian.
Like, this is one of my favorite places ever.
Yes.
But it's also like a super great winter getaway.
Okay.
For when, the January, February blahs are hitting you.
Yep.
Calade. Dun, 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 dun. You see?
Oh my gosh.
You see what I mean?
Where do you even begin?
I know. You just walk in and immediately, like, look at this. These cymbidiums.
Yes.
They're incredible.
Yep.
And then we have like Phalaenopsis, which you see all over, but look at that in a planter.
Yep.
Right? With this little fern. Like, amazing. Another one up here. Like with a spider plant.
Yes.
Who would think of that? It looks great.
This is cool.
Oh yeah.
This is cool.
I know, right? I don't have, like, I did those glass planters with you.
Yeah.
They're still doing great.
Yeah.
But I've never tried this, like the in glass, like, don't take the lid off, self-contained ecosystem planter.
Yeah. I think we should give it a go. I'm loving the bubble bowl placed on top.
The layered, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. So you just got to find the pieces that fit.
Yeah.
Like at home, I know I have a glass plate. That's my orchid hospital, right? I've got a round one with an opening and I put a glass plate on top.
Yeah.
Maybe I could put another thing on top of it.
Yeah.
Or this is also a good idea.
Yep.
Just a plant pot inside.
And I love these little figure eights.
Hey, little froggers.
Little froggers are so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. And then over here, we have this like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Like, I love this orchid planter on top of the glass planter.
What I'm liking, okay, so when you and I did it, we did the mix of materials, right? Like we did the layers that way.
Yeah.
What I'm loving in these is that they're really truly creating these different environments. So this one they did that mix and they've leveled it up. So you really do have that landscape,
right.
like a slope.
Yeah.
That's really super fun.
Yeah.
And then on this one, they've created a swamp, which those are butterworts.
Yeah.
They live in that environment so that they've captured the water and the rock.
Yeah.
And then the moss.
Yeah.
And then this. I would really like to figure out how to properly
make those layers.
I think that's cool.
We should try one, hey?
We should try one.
And then this, like, this has living moss in it.
Yeah.
Like I have fresh moss that's been dried out and it goes kind of green, but it's not like, I don't think it's alive anymore.
Yeah.
Like this is alive.
Yeah. The ones that we did, so I think I did one that it's got the pitcher plants and the carnivorous in it, and it's got the lid.
Yeah.
And we did use that moss, and the moss is doing that same sort of thing. So it did
start. It did grow.
So I think maybe
when it's sealed in.
Yeah, that extra moisture.
Wow.
And I love these shingle plants. I think they're so cool.
Oh my God. So nice. Wow. So, okay, so we've made it like, what? 12 feet inside the store. Woohoo! Winter getaway. This is the best. But look, we have a Phalaenopsis wonderland. Let's take a quick stroll through, because what I love about this, I know these are grown in their greenhouse, right? So these are like locally grown. And one thing I've learned, like just from interneting and talking to folks, is that, you know, when you buy an orchid, sometimes it starts with big flowers at the base of the stem and then the other flowers are small. Yeah. That's a product of shipping. But when I look at lots of these, you can see that these flowers, boom, 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 they're all big. Yeah. So that's the advantage of getting the locally grown, I think. Maybe. I don't know. It's all aesthetics, but yeah, what I'm loving is I have a little soft spot for oranges, and there's lots of these warm tones.
It's so pretty.
Like this with the orange and a little bit of purple. It's like,
And they're multi-stemmed. Like, holy smokers.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 4 stems
Right?
in that one.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
And this is like oh my God.
Right?
Yeah, so nice. I love it. Lovely, healthy roots.
So funny. So I want to redo my home. I'm in that January, like, just like, as you know, toss everything
Right.
out,
Yeah.
freshen things up,
Yeah.
clean up the plants, toss. And I really want to paint and stuff. And coming in here inspires me. You know how, like, a lot of people just do like the white and the grays, but we're artists. We're a little bit different than that. So I'm looking at all of these. I'm like, oh, maybe I do want to stay with the warm tones.
Yeah.
But instead of just going like, I don't know, warm and warm, why not do warm and then a fuchsia accent, right?
Yeah.
The inspiration for everything from these guys are amazing.
Yeah, and this one, like, you see this kind of tone fairly commonly, but look, this has a little tiny faint stripe here and then spots down here.
Yeah.
So gorgeous. All right, let's keep going. Great. Oh, Jillian.
Yes?
Look at these tinies.
Okay.
Tiny. There's a little sealed terrarium feel for today. It's a theme. I think that's maybe got to be our next project.
Yep, I think so.
Okay. I
Get
love
some
it.
little butterworts.
Yeah. Look at this tiny.
And it looks like a
Phalaenopsis.
steady. When they're in glass, it's just that botany, studious
Yes.
look that I love.
Yeah. I see one I really like back here. And I like cymbidiums, but this one I really love because see how the inside, I don't know, what do we call that, the throat, whatever. It's white here, but bright pink there. So maybe as it opens, it's white and then it turns to the dark pink.
Well, maybe as it gets a little bit older.
Yeah.
Because would they open at the bottom first?
Yeah.
Kind of like the others? So maybe those are a little bit more mature.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So great, so great. They have Hoya. I mean, you probably know this because you work in the industry. But some of them, there's big flowers, right? Like, look at that picture. They're big, like quarters.
I've only ever seen, like, I've seen the clusters with the small, tiny ones. I've not seen, like, a big, with the big bell.
Floral.
Yeah.
Lovely. I get ideas when I'm here, but I also love it when I come across, like, propagation happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe you get to see that at work.
No, not like this.
Yeah, but I find it so fascinating. My grow shelves in the garage basement don't look like this. That is pretty.
That's very nice. I like these guys too.
Yeah.
I love this. I wouldn't mind trying something like this.
Yeah, just dedicate. I think you have to be patient, and it takes a long time. And probably when it's just exposed root like that, you have to build up your misting muscles.
Right. Right.
But yeah.
But it's cool.
So great. Oh my gosh, ferns and bananas and palms. I've lost. This is a fern? Yeah.
Yep. Little bird's nest fern.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Look how thick and juicy these stems are. They're happy.
Okay. I just have to take a moment about this begonia.
Yep.
This begonia's been in the shop for a while, and every time I'm here, I think this is the most luxurious begonia I've ever seen. And every time I come here, it looks better and better.
Yeah.
None of these leaves are like yucky. I think it's because we're in a very humid spot.
Yeah. But again, too, so begonias, they've got them staked. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how people can make staking so neat. Like mine always kind of looks like, like what's that guy on red green? Like red green.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Like, you know, like little fruit like twist ties and things.
Yeah. Because like here you're noticing the plant. If I were to do this, you would notice the stake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some information about this on their Facebook page. So these are all slipper orchids.
Okay.
Fragio whatevers. Frags. They're frags. And they are very collectible. And they can be quite expensive.
Yeah.
And they are difficult, not difficult, there's just a lot of paperwork you have to do to have them in Canada, like permit numbers and so on and so forth. So they have this incredible selection of these orchids. But I think what happens is when people buy them, they get given the number of the import documentation, like to cross-reference. And because they are collectible, many of the people that are looking for them, it's a bit of a niche market, I suppose.
Yeah.
They will eventually be dividing these plants, giving them to other people, selling them potentially.
Yes.
And that number has to follow any plant that comes off of this plant, any division.
They've done a lot of work to bring these plants here.
Yeah, so this is very special that they have it and such a large selection of them. So, yeah.
So are these, okay, so there's lady slipper orchids
Yeah.
that you can grow in Canada. Like we've got some of the native species in my garden. I don't grow them indoors.
Yeah.
And then there are lady slipper orchids that are fine. Like you've got a lady slipper orchid, but these are something different. This is a different type of variety, more tropical.
I think so. Like they come from Asia and South America and stuff like that. But they're just monitored. You know, for whatever reason, maybe they're rare or they're just they want to keep tabs on the trade of these things. But yeah, so these are all all the paperwork's in line, and so if you're a collector, this is where you'd head.
Yes.
You know, this table is incredible. I'm seeing all these signs. Like there's a lot of different ones here. But I think, for me, I'm intimidated by these kinds.
Yeah.
So I'm not going here yet.
You've been intimidated before and taken it on.
Yes, and taking it on. Yes, that's true. But anyway, lovely. I'm walking under.
Yeah, this is like, beautiful.
And up here, look at these leaves. You gotta look floor to ceiling in here.
Yeah. Top to bottom.
This is like the one I have at home blooming. But it's interesting because my house is bright and happy and they like it, but it's not as humid and my flowers are not as big as this. But dendrobium is supposed to be easy to grow. But look.
Do you grow them like anything else? Like
I have them in bright light.
Yep.
Right by my window.
Yep.
I happened to buy one that does that like leaf painting. When it has enough light, it'll get a little bit of purple around the edge of the leaves.
Okay.
So that's my test.
Yeah.
And so it seems to be fine where it is. So all of my dendrobiums like this are by the window.
Yeah.
The trick is they don't want to get too wet, but they also don't want to dry out. And I find they're also an orchid that has like thinner roots.
Okay.
So like a Phalaenopsis has like thick roots.
Yeah.
So and a lot of Cattleya have like a thicker root, so you have more play about how much they can dry out.
Yep.
So I have to a little bit stay on top of them.
Okay.
And some people grow them, like these ones are in moss.
Yeah.
You can grow them in bark as well. I have some in both.
Yeah.
But the frequency of watering for moss and bark is different.
Yep.
But again, you just like I have heard you say, even on the radio this morning, you got to touch it, right?
Yeah.
Because even if you're misting this, it might be wet on the top, but then the bottom part is dry.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I myself have experimented with moss and gotten into trouble because I packed the moss too loosely, and then it held too much water.
Okay.
So you really have to jam the. Now I've had more success when I've just jammed it, like pushed with my fingers till it's quite firm.
Okay.
When I add the wet moss.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have a preference between bark and moss, or you're just like, no, I'm just experimenting with both?
I used to say I could only deal with bark.
Yep.
And I would take things out of moss right away and put it in bark. And I actually traumatized a few plants.
Yeah.
Now I am saying I can do both. But I think I'm more comfortable still with bark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at this one.
Yeah. With that dark center.
That's beautiful.
But these are they tend to be quite fragrant.
These ones fragrant?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that nice? And these flowers last about a month.
Okay.
When they bloom.
That one's.
Oh, who is this? What? There's a little friend here, Calade. Oh, I love him. look it. It's a little birdie. Oh, yeah. You are a lovely little friend. I heard you singing in the back. Yes, I did. I did. Oh, there's everything here. Look at this.
The cinnamon tree.
People like these, right?
Yeah, these are beautiful.
Do you have one?
I don't have a cinnamon tree. I'm thinking about creating a space for them because I feel like they're much easier to grow than like a fiddle leaf fig.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's something that has that really nice tree form.
Okay.
That can be a bit tricky to find.
Yeah.
I hear they love a lot of sunshine. But I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah. Stunning.
I think we're going to be walking out with more than just a few plants today.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love coming here. I always feel like I've been somewhere else, you know, like such an amazing selection of things and displayed and grown so creatively. There's expertise here, you know, like lots to learn. Every time I come, I feel like that. So I'm glad to have shared it with you.
It's amazing. I'm so glad I've come.
Yeah, we've had a mini getaway, you and I. So bravo, yay us.
Yeah.
You know, we're coping with the winter.
Yes.
But, yeah. So
Some
thanks.
humidity, some color.
Yes, our skin. I'm sure we look different than we did at the beginning of the video.
I'm sure we're walking out with a certain glow.
Yes. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this one.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Thanks.
And yeah.
Well, thank you, Twila, for bringing me here.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Happy gardening.